Hello, this is Pat Walker, Mission Winners. We're going through the ETFs. Why do we go through the ETFs? It's not to be busy. We've got better things to do. We use our time wisely. It's how we use our time. So we're very organized. So here we go. We're looking at the ETFs. Why? We want to see where there is strength and where there is weakness. And what do we focus on? Strength. So we'll start with the big ETFs. S&P 500 hitting highs, been trending up. Nice to see. SSO, the leveraged one, hitting highs. We're in this. Great shape, good to see. QQQ's picking up. This is really good. Why do I like this picking up? This is the NASDAQ 100, the big growth stocks, the big growth sectors. This is good to see. I like this a lot. And QLD, similar situation. Looks good. People are letting it work. ARKG, biotech, it's lagging. Was really a strong one when COVID was really front page news in a lot of ways, and now this is starting to lag. And it has for a while. And you know what's the beautiful thing? You don't even need to know the news. All you have to do is follow the chart. Things are good above the 50-day. Things are good above the rising 50-day. Things are not as good below the 50-day. Things are worse below a falling 50-day. That's simple. Leave it alone. ARKK, this is technology innovation. This one's still lagging, which is kind of intriguing. It was really hot for a while, but it's lagging at this point in time. Perhaps it'll start to lead. But isn't it intriguing that NASDAQ 100 is really picking up? So let's continue onwards. Cloud computing, really strong for a long time. It's below the falling 50-day. There's a simple maxim for everybody. The air is better above a 50-day. The air is even better above a rising 50-day. Remember that. Similar situation here. It's below the falling 50-day. Move on. Autonomous electric vehicles is basing. See this kind of a cup on a handle start to take this out? That would be good. What could be a big driver with this? Possibly Tesla. We'll see. Energy, doing nothing. Still above the 50-day, just basing here. Nothing great there. IBD 50 is lagging. We just showed you the big ETFs that are really strengthening. The IBD 50 is lagging at this point in time. This one focuses on the max list stocks, hitting highs. Gosh, isn't that surprising? I wonder if we own any max list. Oh, gee whiz. Okay. Gold, picking up. There'll be another video on the max list coming out this weekend also for everybody. Gold miners. It's below the 200-day, folks. This may be the bottom. Why play on May when we can sit there and find higher probability setups? Junior gold miners, similar situation. Gold, similar situation. There's three of them right there. Leave them alone. Security, cybersecurity was really strong, lagging at this point in time. Maybe it'll come back, but at this point in time, leave it alone. Here's the beauty of doing this. You don't have to infer your judgment or values on what's going on. Let the charts tell you what to do. Let the charts guide you. I've been doing this since '86, and you learn. Let the charts talk. Our job is to listen with an open mind. Biotechnology, like the other biotech laid. North American technology picking up a little bit. Now that's good to see. No volume, but at least it's back above the 50-day. Medical picking up a little bit. IHI, good to see. By the way, on every one of these, if you're wondering, gosh, what's in there? Just go online and click on the ticker symbol and it'll give you the top 10 holdings. Home builders, isn't that nice? What has this been telling you? I guess it's okay to buy home builders. Here is a valuable lesson for all of us. Everybody talks about COVID and the economy's dead and everything else. But you know what? They've been buying homes for a while. And you think I'm kidding? Here's the weekly or monthly. All the way back last year. Watch this. Here's the weekly. COVID's awful. COVID. And look at this thing going up. That's why we don't ignore the news, but there's a tremendous amount of news in the charts. I'll focus on the charts. Owns a lot of the max list stocks, hitting highs. Isn't that nice to see? What does this chart tell you right now? What did it tell you here? Well, maybe I should look at some max list stocks. You look at the next video that I make on max list stocks, you'll see why this chart was talking and led us into max list. Small caps just going sideways, maybe it'll pick up. Airline stocks just going sideways, maybe it'll pick it up. Mid cap going sideways, maybe it'll break out. That's good to see. Oil services below the 50-day. Till it gets back above the 50-day. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Software starting to pick up a little bit. Needs to get over the 50-day. Cloud computing, right at the 50-day. Be nice to push. This has been a great run, okay? We've been involved with some of those stocks. Nothing. Just like gold, silver. Silver and gold.
Silver and gold.
Nothing happening at this point in time. Steel's acting pretty good. We've got the steel ETF. It's hanging in there. Nice to see, a little slower. SMH in from down here, lifting up for us. What do you see here, folks? I see kind of a cup and a handle. Don't you? Look at that. I'm like a kid with crayons. There you go. Cup and a handle. What would you like to see? You'd like to see a good volume push through here. Here's something else we take into consideration. This was a heavier down volume bar versus the up volume bars. What does that tell you? There was selling on this bar. What does that tell you? For us to really get a trigger for more, it needs to take out this white line here, kind of a cup and a handle formation, and do it on volume. There you go. Solar. Move on. There's nothing there. TNA, small caps are just kind of going sideways, but nice to see them pick up. Aerospace and defense is hanging in there. Biotechnology, really strong for a while. What does this tell you real quick? In 2 seconds, you can look at this and say, I'm not looking at any biotechnology stocks. Boom, done, go to the next. Home builders, nice trend. Isn't that great? Again, this is why I'm not wrapped up in all the news. Bad news sells. You look at the news, you listen to the news. It's the end of the world every day. And the home builders have been doing really good for a while. Look at last April at the, coming into the peak of COVID. And look what the home builders are doing. Follow the charts. Charts talk. Our job, listen with an open mind. That's what we do. Materials. How do you build things with materials? Doing good. Communications, doing fine. Energy, just going sideways. Needs to show some life over 50-30 with volume. A little bit of selling in here. It's just, and you can say maybe it's going to go up. Let it tell you. Let price and volume tell you. Makes it easy. Financials are fine. Industrial, strong. Look at this. That's great. Good to see. Technology, look at that. Technology's coming back, folks. Gosh, I wonder what when this was starting to pick up, I wonder what we did at Mission Winners. Oh, yeah, I think we've been buying some technology stocks. We've owned some Microsoft. We're in Google. Amazon. We own them from lower. There you go. Consumer staples. This is nice to see. The consumer there, hanging in good. Utilities coming back a little bit. Healthcare is starting to pick back up again. Kind of have a cup and a handle right here if it pushes through here on volume. Nice to see. Consumer, look at this. Consumer discretionary. Everybody talks about the consumer, is in dire straits. Here's the weekly chart. Look at this back in April. This is it. And again, I'm not minimizing COVID. Please don't take it that way. But if you watch the headlines, if you watch the news, if you read the headlines, it looks like the end of the dang world, okay? And again, I'm not minimizing the deaths from COVID. Please, no, that would be disrespectful. But I'm looking at this as a business. What has this been telling you? The consumer's been buying. I'll focus on the charts versus the news. Continue onward. We're about done here. Metals and mining just going sideways, needs to pick up. Retail's been fine. Look, it's kind of got a cup and a handle. The consumer's there. Software had a great run, pulling back. Maybe it'll lift off again. And we're back to the top with the spiders. The whole process of going through this list of ETFs, take a picture of them, look at them. I look at them every day with the VIPs. It tells us where to go and what to avoid, what to focus on. Money flows to strength, and that's what we're looking for. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you. My goal is to help you just speed up that learning curve for profitability.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.